A lot on the agenda. I'll try to fly through this. Naturally, as far as cafeteria is concerned, just a reminder for everybody that we are CEP eligible. Our application's in. Every student next year eats breakfast and lunch for free. Our claim summary, the board, you have that. It's in the folder so you can see the claim summary for the month of May. Relatively healthy on that front. In the area of finance, our fiscal year is ending here June 30th. And the focus starts to turn towards a new funding formula, which is gradually phased in. And what I mean by that is the funding amounts change in the formula, but they don't update the data until like October when we're back in school. So that'll be a gradual process. That'll be countered with the fact that also in the second half of the property tax collection, we're going to see some credits being paid for by the state as money in tax collections is going to be lower for property owners, and schools will be held harmless based on the formula that the state put out. You should know the state is reducing the sales tax holiday. It will not be as long next year as it was last year. I think it was longer than a week. I think it's going to be like 1 weekend. So they're going to use that saved revenue as a revenue stream to be able to reimburse school districts for that loss of money. And then that gets phased out, those credits coming from the state. In the area of personnel, know that we've posted for 2 bus drivers, and we're willing to train. So if there's people out there that, I think bus drivers are perfect for maybe parents, stay-at-home parents that are looking for flexible work. It's also great for early retirees that are in maybe their late 50s that are looking for access to health care to bridge that gap to Medicare. So those are typically 2 cohorts that make for quality bus drivers. So if you know anybody out there that's looking for some part-time work, we're interested in talking to them and giving them an opportunity to train. Tonight you're going to meet an opportunity. You have an opportunity to meet a number of our new staff, and we'll make sure that those people are introduced as we put forth the recommendation to hire them. Also in the area of finance and sticking with some property taxes, the House of Representatives has a bill they're working on. I think it's sponsored by Dave Thomas, House Bill 504, which from what I can tell on the surface extends even further some of the local power of our county commissioners. They are looking to allow them to grant temporary reductions in property taxes when the value of property climbs by more than 15%. That's not necessarily any one individual property, but aggregate, the entire county as a whole. It's not quite clear how that contradicts with previous tax legislation, because we have already passed House Bill 186 that's going into effect this year that caps the rate of property growth at the rate of inflation. So what we're trying to encourage our representatives to do is to hold their horses, exercise a little caution, because we don't want to go passing legislation where we haven't seen the new legislation take effect yet, and we're a little concerned about unintended consequences without seeing that full rollout of the property tax relief that's already been passed. So personally, again, the problem I have with it is you're talking about county commissioners who know nothing about our county or operations in our local school districts making decisions for communities they might not live in, or for schools they don't quite understand. So anyway, relief is on the way, and it looks like this is one more attempt that the state is making to put off what the big fear was, the property tax amendment to abolish property taxes in the state of Ohio. And if you saw that in the news, they announced 2 days ago, or last Friday I think it was, that they fell short of their signature goal. Now, I didn't see how many signatures they collected because they didn't submit them to have them certified. But I just know they announced they fell short, and then their goal is to be on the ballot in 2027. Now, there's a couple of things there that people need to be aware of. They're probably going to need even more signatures than they needed this time around, because to put a constitutional amendment on the ballot requires 10% of the voters on the signed petition of those that voted in the last gubernatorial election. So in 2027, to get on the ballot, that's going to be measured by the governor's election in 2026. The governor's election this year is measured by the election of 2022. That was a midterm election year where voter turnout was relatively low. normal, if you will. There's a lot of expectation, and voter turnout this November could be exceedingly high for an off-year election, if you will. So we'll have to keep in mind those numbers, but it's looking like that could push 500,000 plus signatures needed. And they always try to strive to get more than that because the Secretary of State's office will invalidate hundreds, if not thousands, of signatures based on voters not in existence anymore, they moved the precinct, moved that state, whatever the case may be, they might be deceased, who knows what might happen on that front. But we'll keep our eye on that. In the areas of facilities and transportation, the band shell groundwork is done, it's seeded, it's hydro-seeded, the ground's graded. They are sending out on Friday a subcontractor to fix the fence and adjust the ingress and egress of the stairs on both sides. Panel and seal coating is going to be out probably by the end of this month. We're looking at doing the entire complex, also doing a trim section around the track that hasn't been done in a few years because that's asphalt as the foundation out there. So they've always done a great job for us, and we're looking forward to the work that they'll continue to do. But it feels time to do the entire area. Normally we phase it in and do it in rotation. We'll change it this year and do the whole complex and basketball. As far as the playground is concerned, the equipment's been ordered. The install date is to be determined. That's really, we have diversity of play court based on their install schedule. I've reached out to him a couple of times to try to stress we would love to expedite that as much as possible. We also might have some people interested in purchasing our old playground equipment. So we're not going to get rich off of that, but you know, it's equipment that rather than giving to the scrapyard could go for someone who might have a facility where they might, you know, feel like they can use it and install it. And not all of it is useful by all means. But just as a summary, so everybody understands, the current first grade kindergarten playground, the current first grade playground will be a combined kindergarten and first grade playground because they never are at recess at the same time. And proximity will allow them to share that. And then the second grade playground will get replaced as well, and that will remain a dedicated second grade playground. We will not tear out the kindergarten playground that exists now until both of those are operational. So we can always use that as an auxiliary playground, maintain it, keep it safe for students to use, or a teacher that maybe is not on recess but feels like, hey, kids need an energy break, we got to get them up and moving, let's just go right outside and give them 10 minutes of movement. So that is something that, you know, as a transition plan, how we'll phase that in, and we're hoping that early fall is when this, if not sooner, it would be wonderful it's August, but we're hoping that at the latest early fall in order to get this completed. But we're definitely excited about that opportunity and what it's going to offer for our kids at Baskin Elementary. Last thing on the playground, all the rocks will be taken out in those two new playgrounds, and you install engineered wood. There'll be a foot of engineered fiber material for safety measures. It's pretty much the standard in playground construction. So, and that's all part of that project with the playground. We are working on finalizing our event entrance project based on the specs that you know, Mrs. Shutt had shared with the board last year, where we extend that sidewalk, give it a terracotta type coloring, and that would be like phase one. Buy some recycled plastic benches, heavy duty like we have in our courtyards, put a few of those out there rather than having permanent seating. So hopefully that's something we can get done before school starts, before students return. Probably would take about 5 days of work to get that in. So I am also looking at our chiller plant. In the back, we have some old privacy screening, the original equipment. It's kind of beat up. It's falling down. We repair it all the time. I'm not sure of what our avenues are. There's a couple companies. They look like they have some very nice options, but I'm also going to guess that they probably are pretty expensive. And I've looked at some of the resources local fence companies offer, and I'm not seeing quite that type of product. So I'm going to keep digging around. We might just end up repairing it this year and, you know, seeing what other options exist nationwide and see if we can something do ourselves, or see if it's you know, the availability of contractors that maybe don't exist in Ohio at this point. So just researching that, and I hopefully have some answers by the fall for All right, in the area of students, this week our administrative team is meeting on 2 different days, the Yeoman and then the ESC, to review our data. And I did want to share with you that there are some things with our data that, we're seeing some modest gains in achievement in some areas, but one of the most notable areas that I saw changes were in the student attendance rate. Last year we had a 24.7 chronic absentee rate, far exceeding the 16-17% we saw pre-COVID. As a district level, we went from 24.7% to our 25-26 attendance being at a little over 20. LIS, which has maintained quality chronic absentee levels, very low numbers, they went from 19% down to 14%. They are at pre-COVID levels, and that is wonderful to see that they even had more gains than expected. Probably the biggest gain was at the middle school. 29% chronic absenteeism last year, the year before. This year, 9 percentage point drop, almost a third drop to 21%. So to almost get 30% drop in your attendance or chronic absenteeism, significant gains. Kids can't learn if they're not here and actively engaged. And so I know there's a number of strategies we're using to try to engage students, families, whether it's culture, whether it's reminders, whether it's outreach. Things that our principals and our offices did this year look to at least be paying off in some small degree, and that's a step in the right direction. Because ultimately what we're teaching young kids is great rewards happen when you show up daily. That's just the way life works, whether it's school, whether it's work, you gotta show up and you gotta get counted. And that's the message that we're trying to send to everybody. And our 3rd grade results will come out next week. Remember, we took a paper test in math and ELA, so we'll see those results when the state releases them. They don't get them out there as early as they do the computer testing. And then the last thing is some student acknowledgments. Before we turn it over to Mr. Sewell, I just want to acknowledge that some of our athletic accomplishments in the last week. Our boys baseball team won the district finals and then advanced to play in the regionals. And they lost 9-6 in the 7-inning game. Almost came back with 5 runs in the 5th inning, but fell a little bit short. We lost 9-6 in the regional semis. And then this past weekend, we had 2 athletes participate and place at the state fair. Braden Clark, who's a senior, ran the 400 meter, and he placed 8th. So he made the podium with 50.82 400 meter time. And then in the discus, junior Matt Kajella placed 3rd in the discus at the state meet. And that's a new personal record for him, as they call it a PR in track. And it's also, since it's a new PR, and he owns our school record, which is just a little over 176, he also set a new school record for 177 feet 9 inches in the discus. So congratulations to those 3 athletic accomplishments. Mr. Sewell? Yes. Oh, thank you. I didn't have that on my notes. Circle back to the cafeteria report. Mrs. Deere with the nutrition compliance report. Go ahead.
It's just something we have to do at the end of every year, just to let the board know that we're compliant in all aspects of nutrition. We did meet in May for the 2nd time for our wellness committee, and we decided that there were no updates that needed to be made to our current policy. All of our purchases are from vetted vendors. We offer daily fresh fruits and vegetables to the students. All of our recipes are reviewed by our corporate dietitians, and they're compliant with all state requirements. All of our snacks are smart snacks, so they're all compliant. Everything we give offered to the students. Nutrition education, we're supposed to offer at least twice a year. I believe we had 5 or 6 nutrition events this year, so we well exceeded that. And all of the staff, my staff, they're trained every year at professional development, so they are compliant with all aspects of training that's required. So I just wanted to let you guys know for the year, we are where we need to be and exceeding our compliance for what the state requires.
Thank you. I want to thank her for reminding me of that, because this is a compliance report that we have to actually submit to the department. We load that up in the fall. They ask us to attest that you've been provided a copy of the report and informed of that. So with any questions you might have, even if it's after today, reach out to her via email. and she'll get back to you and be able to provide you the answers she seeks. Thank you. Yep.
Okay, I have some certificates for some awards tonight. We have, first of all, we give a Student of the Month awards. This is for students in different grades, and they're voted on by the teachers and the staff of that building or that grade level. And it's just not for the student, it's for what they do for other students. So we appreciate all their effort to help themselves, but also help the other students. And the first one I have is LaBrae Intermediate, 3rd grade, Avery Briscoe. I'm going to give out the awards and then teacher and then your parents can do it. I have another one, I'm not sure she's here. Liliana Minor. That was the only other one. The next ones are special awards, Certificate of Excellence. This first one is for top honors in National Scholastic Art and Writing Awards, earning a National Gold Key with American Vision Distinction and $500 scholarship. Also, she'll be traveling to New York to get her award for that. And happy for 11th grader Ryan Parker.
One second. Any parents or students of the month want to get a photo before the moment's done?
Oh, yeah.
Get a quick photo, and then we'll get Rylan in here. Come on over here. Mrs. Kistler, come on up here, please.
They also share it on. They also share it on the LaBrae Facebook page, yeah, and Twitter, I think. So, yeah, sure. I think it's on Twitter. Oh, whatever. I guess I'm stuck in the past.
Instagram. I didn't know we had.
Is it Instagram?
Yeah, I didn't think we had an Instagram.
Maybe. I think you're right.
I know there's an
I
Instagram.
get them all mixed up.
Original poster and then the person.
Okay, next I have Certificate of Excellence for 3rd place in the Connections 48th Annual YSU English Festival. This is for 11th grader Kaylee McAdams. And this is also a Certificate of Excellence for 2nd place, not so trivial pursuit at the 48th Annual YSU English Festival. That's Ryan Parker. And then we have Certificate of Excellence for 1st place in not so trivial pursuit at the 48th Annual YSU English Festival. That's Carol Ann Yoder.
Congratulations.
Next, we're going to move into concerns of the board. Mr. Gamble first.
I don't have anything.
Mrs. Schaff.
Could I just ask a couple other questions about the summer project, landscape project? So you're talking about having, extending the walkway on either side with dyed concrete. Is it also the patio spaces that we talked about or no?
That'll be phase 2.
Okay, so
From an
this is,
affordability standpoint, one at a time. Yeah.
right, so it's the drainage, it's the removal of the old brick.
Rocks gone, straight
Drainage.
grass bed, or straight grass edge up against the extended cement,
Oh,
going
And then French drainage or swales or whatever away from.
Resetting those drains in that low spot so water moves.
Okay, all right, great,
Okay.
thank you.
Yep.
Mr. Gibson?
Nothing this time.
No.
I think I want to give thanks to Linda Gauss for all the work she did with that graduation. It was a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to also thank the LTA representatives for our negotiating, building on the contract tonight. I think it very well. We're happy we have such caring teachers, and they realize the money we have available and not greedy or anything. And we were happy to present them. I mean, they've been very helpful to us in the past and have accepted low raises because they knew we couldn't do it at the time. This time, so we're glad we can meet in the middle. So appreciate that. Public participation. Anybody have anything they want to say right now? All right. Before we go into the regular agenda items, parents that are here, if you guys want to leave now, you want. We don't feel
One quick announcement.
Oh, sorry.
There is an error based on how we finalized it over the last few days. The special meeting is June 24th, and that's Wednesday. And it's, instead of 6, it's actually going to be at 9. Those are year-end financial meetings. 9 a.m. 9 a.m., yeah, not 9 sorry. So 9 a.m. at the board office. That too will also be recorded and then broadcast on our YouTube channel if you're able to make it. So just know that the meeting's Wednesday, June 24th, 9 a.m. in the morning in the board office.
Okay. Parents, appreciate your comments, especially this time of year.
Thank you very much for being
Thank
here.
you. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Right, we'll move into the agenda items. I'll turn it back over to Ms. Hall.
All right, so the first recommendation is for the board to approve the minutes from the May 11th regular meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Ansell, second by Mr. Gibson. Any discussion?
Yes, I'd like to discuss, and I think what needs to happen is make a motion to correct some of the content of the minutes. Basically, what the minutes say about my comment was Mrs. Schutt praised the staff and student at Bascom for the recent activity of duct taping of the principal co-watch. And essentially, what I'd like it to say, which I think is more reflective of my point, was I had asked a question: how does the principal get duct taped to a wall, and what was that process? And it was based on students achieving a goal that was worthy, and as a reward, they get to do something kooky involving the principal. And my feeling was that that is a really great way to help kids and to motivate kids to achieve. And so I feel that the statement needs to be changed. So I'd like to make a motion to adjust that statement about the duct tape in the minutes.
Something you wanted to say?
What do I want it to say?
Yeah, with the motion, to change it.
Yeah, so it should say, Mrs. Schutt inquired as to how a principal gets duct taped to the wall, and then was answered, and basically that Mrs. Schutt acknowledges that things that involve students and doing something humorous and exciting invite kids to achieve their goals. Something like that. I can write that content and send it to Hispanic, and you can look at it. I didn't have anything prepared because I wasn't sure how you wanted to handle this.
All right, so the motion we're reading, is recommended that the LaBrae Board of Education approve the amended minutes amending Mrs. Shutt's comments and concerns of the board. So we have a motion by Ms. Shutt, second by Mr. Ganley.
Yeah, you have a motion by Mrs. Shutt, second by Mr. Gannon. Any discussion?
And I get her point. It kind of reads like Ms. Shutt, like
I'm
the
like,
fact that.
hey, I'm glad,
The principal's
yeah,
not
it's like,
taking-
I'm glad duck
Yeah,
takes
no context.
plus duck is spelled not ducked, it's spelled duck.
Yeah.
Like quack, the animal. So, I mean, I'm not even getting into that, but, you know, it just sounds like, yeah, if we can get a principal taped to the
Yeah.
wall, I'm for it. That's not what,
Right.
you know, that's not the point.
So
So I think
if
that's
I may
fine.
take liberty with the summary, what we're trying to capture
Yes,
It's not necessarily the verbatim words, but what you're voting on is to capture the essence that you marveled at the novelty of
yes,
someone getting duct taped to the wall
To reward
and
students.
praise the staff for the approach of incenting kids to get excited about reading and achievement
Right.
with such novelty,
right.
correct?
Yeah.
Is that what
Exactly.
you're- is that what you're
Yes,
after?
and that I'd invite further novelty because it helps these young kids want to achieve. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, roll call.
Oh, yeah. Mrs. Shutt,
Yes.
Mr. Ganley.
Yes.
Mr. Gibson,
Yes.
Mrs. Ansel.
Yes.
Mr. Sol.
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item on the agenda is a recommendation that the board approve the May financial report as presented by the treasurer.
So moved.
Second?
Motion by Mr. Gibson, second by Mrs. Ansel. Any discussion? Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Gibson,
Yes.
Mrs. Ansel,
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt,
Yes.
Mr. Ganley,
Yes.
Mr. Sol.
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item on the agenda is a recommendation that the board approve the following resolution regarding real estate tax advancement. This is an annual formality now. This is the second year in a row we do it every year where we authorize the treasurer per the auditor's wishes to request tax advancements to the next fiscal year.
So moved.
Second?
Motion by Mrs. Ansel, second by Mr. Gannon. Any discussion? Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Ansel.
Yes.
Mr. Ganley,
Yes.
Mr. Gibson,
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt,
Yes.
Mr. Sol.
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item on the agenda is a recommendation that the board approve the following resolution authorizing the Board of Education to enter into a cooperative transportation agreement with the Trumbull County Educational Service Center and Community Bus Service. And this is for special ed busing throughout fiscal year 27 for the busing of special ed students for LaBrae who are assigned in units throughout the county. We do this every year. We have to approve this resolution annually to participate.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Gannon, second by Mrs. Shutt. Any discussion? Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Ganley,
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt,
Yes.
Mrs. Ansel,
Yes.
Mr. Gibson,
Yes.
Mr. Sol.
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item is a recommendation the Board of Education approve the following resolution. Instead of reading that resolution, I will just tell you the resolution authorizes the use of open purchase orders. That is no more critical than this time of year. As we go into the new fiscal year, we have a number of open purchase orders that we use for Ohio Edison, Dominion, a lot of our community bus nutrition group. We just put large blanket POs on the docket, if you will. We draw from those every month when we get an invoice. Sometimes we run out and we have to institute a PO to get us to the balance of the year. And sometimes we don't run out, we just close them out when we're done paying on them. Procedural matter every year.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Ansel, second by Mrs. Shutt. Any discussion? Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Ansel,
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt,
Yes.
Mr. Ganley,
Yes.
Mr. Gibson,
Yes.
Mr. Sol.
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item on the agenda is a recommendation the board authorize the treasurer to transfer $5,869.54 from the general fund to the cafeteria fund to retire the 25-26 student lunch debt. And that's in compliance with board policy and federal code, not allowed to have negative student lunch accounts. So the students don't get absolved of their debt. It goes to their student fee portal. We just move it out of the cafeteria fund. And this is the lowest number we've had in a while. So it's not great, but it's been worse. So.
Second,
Okay.
and second.
And so when they pay on their accounts, that just goes back into the general fund?
Yep.
Okay.
Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Ansel?
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Ganlon?
Yes.
Mr. Solon?
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item on the agenda is a recommendation that the board authorize the request pending the Department of Education and Workforce approval to participate in the summer food service program offered through the Child Nutrition Division of ODU. So we approve this every year just to authorize participation in summer meals, albeit limited, it's still needed in order to participate.
So moved.
Second?
Motion by Mrs. Shutt, second by Mrs. Ansel. Any discussion?
Can you explain how that works? The parents just bring the children to the school, or?
Well, that's the way it used to work when we actually hosted those meals. And a lot of times, students at band camp would eat here while they were in between training sessions with band. You'd have the athletic teams that were practicing on site that would be able to eat here after practice or before practice. And then occasionally you would get a dozen or so students in the neighboring community that would come over, and adults could even eat at a cheap rate. They weren't free, but adults could, I think, have discounted lunch rate as well. But as practice schedules and the way we've done business with our groups has changed, we've had less and less students participate. So we don't start in July and go all the way through August. We pretty much will do vacation Bible schools, and we will do some athletic teams in August if the schedule permits.
Thank you.
So very limited compared to prior years.
Thank you for explaining that.
Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Shutt?
Yes.
Mrs. Ansel?
Yes.
Mr. Ganlon?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Solon?
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item on the agenda is a recommendation that the board approve the purchase of equipment and install labor for the Bascom Playground Project for Game Time, which is Play Court, in the amount of $278,372.66 per LaBrae's membership in Omni Partners, membership number 4047540.
So moved?
Second?
Motion by Mr. Ganlon, second by Mrs. Ansel. Any discussion? Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Ganlon?
Yes.
Mrs. Ansel?
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Solon?
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item on the agenda is a recommendation the board accept the resignation of Stacy Beery, classified staff member, as the Bascom Library aide effective August 15, 2026.
So moved.
Second?
Motion by Mrs. Shutt, second by Mrs. Ansel. Any discussion? Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Shutt?
Yes.
Mrs. Ansel?
Yes.
Mr. Ganlon?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Solon?
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item is a recommendation that the board accept the resignation of Stacy Beery from the boys soccer administrative athletic event manager position effective immediately.
So moved?
Second?
Motion by Mr. Ganlon, second by Mrs. Ansel. Any discussion? Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Ganlon?
Yes.
Mrs. Ansel?
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Solon?
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item on the agenda is a recommendation that the board accept the resignation of Stacy Beery for bouncing the Bascom classroom aide summer supplemental position effective immediately.
So moved.
Second?
Motion by Mrs. Shutt, second by Mr. Ganlon. Any discussion? Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Shutt?
Yes.
Mr. Ganlon?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mrs. Ansel?
Yes.
Mr. Solon?
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item on the agenda is a recommendation that the board accept the resignation of Jason Diaz, certified member, as a school counselor for grades K to 5 effective August 15, 2026.
So moved?
Second?
Motion by Mr. Ganlon, second by Mrs. Ansel. Any discussion? Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Ganlon?
Yes.
Mrs. Ansel?
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Solon?
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item is a recommendation the board accept the resignation of Reagan Shanehour from the Intermediate School Challenge 24 supplemental effective immediately.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Ansel, second by Mrs. Shutt. Any discussion? Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Ansel?
Yes.
Mrs. Mrs. Shutt?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Hamlin?
Yes.
Mr. Sewell?
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item on the agenda is a recommendation that the board approve Bethany Prater, classified staff member for summer work in the cafeteria in accordance with Article 10 of the negotiated agreement with OC Local 278.
So moved.
Second?
Mrs. Shutt, second by Mrs. Ansel. Any discussion?
Bethany's one of our staff members already.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. That's what Article 10 addresses.
Okay.
How current collective bargaining unit members can work in summer.
Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Shutt?
Yes.
Mrs. Ansel?
Yes.
Mr. Hamlin?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Sewell?
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item on the agenda is a recommendation that the Board of Education approve the employment of Lisa Marsco as the LaBrae High School Principal Secretary, classified position effective with the 26-27 school year.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Ansel, second by Mrs. Shutt. Any discussion?
We do have Lisa in attendance. Lisa, if you would stand and let the board put a name with the face. Lisa is currently with the ESC, and if I am understanding correctly, just recently married here within the last 10 days, correct?
Not month now.
Month.
Yeah.
No, all right. So congratulations on
Thank
that
you.
front, and we're glad to have you at LaBrae High School, so thanks for being here this evening.
Thank you. Nice meeting everybody.
You too.
Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Ansel?
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt?
Yes.
Mr. Hamlin?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Sewell?
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item on the agenda is a recommendation that the board approve the employment of Tiffany Steele as a classroom aide for the 2026 summer kindergarten readiness program, Bouncing Bascom, and be paid $14.05 per hour.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Ansel, second by Mrs. Shutt. Any discussion? Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Ansel?
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Hamlin?
Yes.
Mr. Sewell?
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item on the agenda is a recommendation that the board approve the voluntary transfer of Reagan Shanauer, certified staff member to the 8th grade social studies position at LaBrae Middle School effective with next school year.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Shutt, second by Mr. Gamble. Any discussion? Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Shutt?
Yes.
Mr. Hamlin?
Yes.
Mrs. Ansel?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Sewell?
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item on the agenda is a recommendation that the board approve the following individuals as certified teachers on a one-year limited contract effective for next school year. You see the list before you. We'll introduce them individually here once we have discussion, but we need your vote to finalize their appointment.
So
So
moved.
Second?
Motion by Mr. Gamble, second by Mrs. Ansel. Any discussion?
So our first individual is Mr. Julian Davis. Julian, if you please stand. Mr. Davis has had no better on-the-job interview than being here since, February, I believe. And I'm confident that from the feedback of our students, that they would have thought ill of us if we would have hired anybody else. So we were fortunate to not only have Julian to fill in, but most importantly, to excel. And our kids noticed that, our staff noticed that, and so it was a no-brainer. So Julian, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
We also have Chelsea Hood in attendance tonight. Chelsea, if you'll please stand. Chelsea just recently earned her master's degree in reading. Do I have that correct?
Is the science of reading.
Science of reading.
Specifically, yes.
And so really her skill set and her experience as an elementary teacher really line up to our vacancy in Title I at the intermediate school because we feel like we're bringing on an experienced educator who has a passion for reading, matched with the training that's necessary to move kids forward. So excited about that opportunity and excited to have Chelsea here at LaBrae.
Welcome.
And our next individual is Dan Haracek. Did I get that right, Dan? You got it. Okay. Dan is a veteran educator from Youngstown City and also Austintown, special ed teacher. He will be in the middle school. And where Dan's experience in Youngstown and Austintown really dovetail with what we're trying to accomplish is the idea that we're going to go to more of a self-contained unit for some of our most challenged students in the middle school that can't be mainstream as much as we would like in math and science. So we're excited about what that experience he has in those environments, what he brings to the table, but most importantly, his ability with his personality and his experience to connect with our kids. We just feel like that's going to be a great fit We're excited to have him. I know he's excited to be here, so welcome to LaBrae, Dan. Thank you very much. And last but not least is Cheyenne Yoho. Cheyenne. So, Cheyenne is a community member, a LaBrae grad, class of 09?
10.
10, okay. So I was
Kind of
making,
age.
yeah. So, class of 2010, and I just know that one of the things that I like about her is what the assistant superintendent of Warren City Schools had told me, which is that she will be a strong Spanish teacher for all kids. And that is something you want. You always want a strong teacher for kids at the top, kids in the middle, kids at the bottom. And kids in every classroom have a diversity of skill set. And we want to make sure that all kids are given an opportunity to excel in whatever that content is. So she's got a passion for Spanish. We met recently, and she talked about her vision on what a Spanish classroom looks like. I expressed to her it'd be nice if we start looking at ways we can get some Spanish introduction down into our middle school, start getting kids with that hook and getting them in and building that program and making it as vibrant as possible. She seems to have all the energy and the passion to want to do that, so we're excited to hire one of our own, if you will, and bring home a Viking. We're glad to have her back at LaBrae, and I know she's excited to be here as well. So thank you.
Mr. Gamlin?
Yes.
Mrs. Ansel?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt?
Yes.
Mr. Sewell?
Yes, motion carries 5-0. Welcome.
All right. Next item on the agenda is recommendation the board approve the classified administrative contract with Carol Mizanay effective July 1, 2026 through June 30th, 2029 as our transportation supervisor.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Ansell, second by Mr. Gibson. Discussion. Appreciate her step up. Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Ansel?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt?
Yes.
Mr. Gamlin?
Yes.
Mr. Sewell?
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item on the agenda is a recommendation the board approve the employment contract of John Calderwood on a 3-year limited administrative contract as a technology operations coordinator effective July 1 through June 30th, 2029.
So moved.
Second?
Motion by Mr. Gamlin, second by Mrs. Ansell. Any discussion?
Isn't that John back there?
Yeah.
That's great.
Hi, John.
We
Thank
appreciate
you.
John for
Yeah, we appreciate
recording our
what he
meetings.
does.
Thank you.
I mean, a lot of it you don't see what's behind the scenes. A lot of it you can say. But I don't
It's
think
the
we can
brains of
operate-
the operation.
I don't think we can operate without it.
That's right.
Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Gamlin?
Yes.
Mrs. Ansel?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt?
Yes.
Mr. Sewell?
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item is a recommendation the board approve the appointment of Todd Rowe on a 3-year limited administrative contract as principal of LaBrae Middle School effective August 1 through July 31st, 2029.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Ansell, second by Mr. Gibson. Any discussion? Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Ansel?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt?
Yes.
Mr. Gamlin?
Yes.
Mr. Sewell?
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item on the agenda is a recommendation that the board approve Amy Frederick on a 3-year limited administrative contract as the Director of People Services effective August 1 through July 31st, 2029.
So moved.
Second?
Motion by Mr. Gamlin, second by Mrs. Ansell. Any discussion? Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Gamlin?
Yes.
Mrs. Ansel?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt?
Yes.
Mr. Sewell?
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item is a recommendation to approve the following classified staff as transportation drivers for our summer mountain basket program at $750 for the entire duration. That's Nicolette Hoffman and Kyle Bailey.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Ansell, second by Mr. Gamlin. Any discussion? Appreciate it. I know how hard you bus drivers work in these things. Thank them for stepping up. Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Ansel?
Yes.
Mr. Gamlin?
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Sewell?
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item is a recommendation for the board to approve myself as a credential principal evaluator under the Ohio Principal Evaluation System. And that's effective June 3rd, 2026 through June 3rd of 2028 per board policy and state law. All all evaluators need for approval.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Gammon, second by Mrs. Shutt. Any discussion? Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Gammon?
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mrs. Ansel?
Yes.
Mr. Sol?
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item on the agenda is a recommendation for the board to approve the employment of the following individuals for supplementals for the 26-27 school year. You can see the supplementals for Mr. Davis, as well as a varsity volunteer football coach in St. Bowles.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Ansel, second by Mr. Gammon. Any discussion? Again, Mr. Davis, I appreciate you stepping up.
You're going to be a busy guy.
Keep yourself busy. Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Ansel?
Yes.
Mr. Gammon?
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Sol?
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item on the agenda is a recommendation the board approve the following athletic head coaching supplemental positions for the 26-27 school year. And so the two individuals there are Grace Barnhart, and then also with us this evening is our new boys head basketball coach, Elijah Whiteside. Elijah, if you please stand. Elijah's a 2019 grad. And incidentally, just after I met with him last week, I also happened to be doing something in my computer looking for old photos. And I had this photo that popped up of Elijah that I labeled Whiteside, and he was shooting a tray against one of our opponents. And I think he wore goggles then too. Did he not? He wore the goggles. He was a little bit more wiry at the time. But what better way than to show the true depths of the program, to bring somebody back who grew up with us, went on to take his experiences and broaden them in a quality way, as walking on at Tiffin and then being a grad assistant there for 3 years, coming back, coaching with us last year on Coach Kaiser's staff, and just really has a vision and is mature beyond his years of what that vision looks like and what the head coach's role is in interscholastic athletics. So I'm excited. I know our high school staff is excited to welcome back Elijah, and I know he's excited to get to work and get it started because the clock is ticking on the summer basketball season. So Elijah, welcome back to LaBrae. We're excited to have you.
So moved. Second.
I don't know.
You need a second.
I forgot where we were.
I don't think we had any much, yeah.
I'm first.
Yes,
Mr.
we need a second.
Gibson seconded. No, Mr. Gibson.
Okay.
Okay, motion by Mrs. Ansel, second by Mr. Gibson. Any discussion?
Nope. Welcome aboard.
Treasurer, please call the
We're
roll.
really excited.
Mrs. Ansel?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt?
Yes.
Mr. Gammon?
Yes.
Mr. Sol?
Motion carries 5-0.
Next item is for you to approve the payment according to our LPDC plan of operations for our LPDC committee. You can see that there. The only note I would let you be aware of is that Carrie is being paid for 3 meetings because we had already paid Kylie. Kylie did one, and then we had that transition, so Carrie gets the balance. That's why you see that difference there. Okay?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Ansel, second by Mrs. Shutt. Any discussion? Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Ansel?
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt?
Yes.
Mr. Cameron?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Sol?
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item on the agenda is a recommendation for the board to approve the following individual for an academic supplemental, and that's Mr. Michael, who's once again willing to be our junior class sponsor or advisor. We appreciate him stepping up for that.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Gammon, second by Mrs. Ansel. Any discussion? Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Gammon?
Yes.
Mrs. Ansel?
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Sol?
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item on the agenda is a recommendation that the board approve the following individual for a 1-year administrative supplemental, and that's Jody Bleacher, to be the high school boys soccer event manager for $1,250.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Gammon, second by Mrs. Shutt. Any discussion?
Just thankful Mrs. Bleacher is willing to step up and get involved, and she's excited about working with Mr. Wolford.
Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Cameron?
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mrs. Mrs. Ansel,
Yes.
Mr. Sol.
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item on the agenda is a recommendation that the board ratify the negotiated agreement with the LaBrae Teachers Association effective August 29th through August 28th of 2029.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Ansel, second by Mr. Gibson. Any discussion? Again, I appreciate all the work that everybody, Jay, and Brad, and Mark, Linda, the teachers involved. So glad that's something that you all agree. Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Ansel,
Yes.
Mr. Gibson,
Yes.
Mr. Ganlon,
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt,
Yes.
Mr. Sol.
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item on the agenda is a recommendation that the board approve the initial and only reading and the subsequent adoption of the following Board of Education policy, that would be policy 754009 on artificial intelligence.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Ansel, second by Mr. Gibson. Any discussion?
This was really crafted after the state's model policy. Viola took it, gave us a template. I sat down with our template and Mr. Calderwood, and we just kind of worked through what fits in the options for us from the definitions that are in the artificial intelligence policy to the application of how we respond to, academic expectations, personnel expectations, things of that nature. So this will change over time because, boy, if there's ever a fast-growing field. But this is primarily cookie cutter, if you will, with some options to pick and choose that are in there. You saw that, what you would call the track changes version, where you can see what gets stricken and what gets adopted. That's strictly from ODE's model policy.
Can I ask you, like, in a nutshell, the things that you've changed, that you've stricken, and so forth, what would you say in a sentence or two are the gains?
Well, one, if you compare it to our current policy, it's like a couple sentences, right? So very limited because it was new. And the state seeing this comes out with a much more expansive policy. One, a lot of definitions. It defines what is AI and what is a large language model. So you'll see a lot of definitions in that policy. And when we sit there and work through it, I use his technology expertise. And then I use my experience by saying, we don't want to be so detailed that we're boxing ourselves in and how this applies. So we're going to pick the vaguest, broadest approach that gives us the flexibility to implement that policy. That's what we're going to do.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and really the policy,
changing over
the policy argues or acknowledges the benefit, but also acknowledges the inherent danger and the safeguards for academics and things of that nature. So,
Okay.
The way the state's moving, you're going to see there'll probably be some changes coming in.
yeah, we're not done.
Once
We'll
they-
probably have something next year for us.
Yeah.
too.
Okay. Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Ansel,
Yes.
Mr. Gibson,
Yes.
Mr. Ganlon,
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt,
Yes.
Mr. Sol.
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is a recommendation that the board approve the sale of a used Chromebook as identified herein to John Elliott for $100.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Ganlon, second by Mrs. Shutt. Any discussion?
Mr. Elliott approached me. We had done this in the past with laptops, maybe not a Chromebook. This is an older Chromebook. He was interested in purchasing it. And before he takes possession of it, he'll pay us, and then Mr. Calder will make sure that all the RAE identifiers and programming has been properly decommissioned, if you will.
Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Ganlon,
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt,
Yes.
Mr. Gibson,
Yes.
Mrs. Ansel,
Yes.
Mr. Sol.
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
Next item is a recommendation of the board to acknowledge and accept the following donations. You can see the list before you. Naturally, appreciate the generosity of everybody who has donated or has donated in the past. Especially want to acknowledge the basket playground donations, because without that generosity, this project would not come to fruition without the partnership of the support of the board, the support of our community, and the work of our people in Basket, who just really tried to do a lot of creative things to fundraise, and they're still going to keep fundraising to be able to add some things, beyond the proposal. For example, maybe sunshades, things of that nature, privacy screening on a fence, maybe long term. So I know there's still goals they would like to achieve, but not possible without the generous support of our donors.
So moved.
Second.
Motion Motion by Mr. Gamblin, second by Mrs. Shutt. Any discussion? Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Gamblin?
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt?
Yes.
Mrs. Mansell?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Swope?
Yes, motion carries 5-0. Thank you all.
Yes, thank you for the donations.
Next item on the agenda is a recommendation from the board to approve the special board meeting to be held Wednesday, June 24th at 9 a.m. in the board office for fiscal year-end transactions and employment of personnel.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Ansell, second by Mr. Gibson. Any discussion? Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Mansell?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Gamblin?
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt?
Yes.
Mr. Swope?
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
This year.
The last item, there's a recommendation from the board to move into executive session for two reasons: the discipline of an employee as well as employment of personnel.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Ansell, second by Mr. Gibson. Any discussion? We will move into executive session. There will be no action taken during the executive session. And may or may not be any action now.
Don't anticipate.
We don't anticipate it.
Nope.
We will come out in public to close. Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Mansell?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Gamblin?
Yes.
Mrs. Shutt?
Yes.
And Mr. Swope?
Yes, motion carries 5-0. We'll take about a 10-minute break and then we'll go into executive session. Thank you all for coming. Appreciate it. Now back from executive session, back in open session. I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Ansell, second by Mr. Gibson. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. Motion carries 5-0. We are adjourned. Thank you very much.